What's up, my peoples? What's up, my friends? So, thank you for coming back to my channel, Astro Mystic here with you all. I hope you've all had a good week and caught some of my other videos that's been posted. So, guess what? It is Scorpio season for a few days now. Since last week, I meant to get this video out the first of the week, but so much has went on for me. I just could not find the time to do it. So today's the first opportunity. Yes, I'm a few days late. I apologize. Because Scorpio season is the best season. No. It is for me because I'm a Scorpio. So, so we're going to talk about Scorpios. And so for all my Scorpio birthdays out there, happy birthday, Scorpios! Woo-hoo! So Scorpios are a water sign. And so that means they're very emotional and very deep people, like deep, passionate, emotional people. So all water signs respond emotionally. And so I'm only talking about Scorpios in this video, but Cancers and Pisces are also very emotional people. Water signs are just like that. And so we respond differently than say like an air sign or a fire sign. So, Scorpio is ruled by Mars traditionally. And so Mars is the god of war. And so Mars represents, like energy, passion, being courageous, being a leader. And it could also be, being, stubborn and, fighting, jealousy, what else? Aggression. So, the Mars planet has, which is, here I go again with this. My gosh, I can't even talk. I swear, this is why I write more than I talk, because I can't, talk. And when I want to say something, I just cannot get it out. So, my apologies. Hopefully you don't stop watching for my idiotic words or nonsense use of words or something. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. So modern astrology, they use Pluto as a ruler, which I'm fine with both rulers because I think Scorpio relates to both of them. And I think that for several different reasons. But so Pluto is the god of the underworld. And that represents, like destruction and death and transformations and power, like power within, power, if we look at it mundanely, it's power, out there. It represents so many different things that are so Scorpio. So that's why I think both of them relate to Scorpio. I don't think it is just one. Even though some astrologers think it's just Mars and some astrologers think it's just Pluto, and that's whatever they want to think. We all have a little bit different thoughts in all of the planets and all the signs. I think if you lined up a row of astrologers and you asked them the exact same question, I think we would have some of the similar words, but I think our descriptions would all be just a little bit different. And I think that's with each person. You ask somebody the same questions and they all have a different response. Same thing. So, in my opinion, Scorpio has 3 stages of life. And what I mean by that is I think Scorpios go through 3 different life transformations. And I think most Scorpios go through this to find a more spiritual path. And let me tell you, if you're watching this and you're not on a spiritual path and you're a Scorpio, you're probably laughing at me right now. So, because if I had watched a video like this, I don't know, 10 years ago, I would have definitely laughed at this video. Because who I was 10 years ago is a totally different person than who I am today. So, I would have giggled and probably, said some funny things to somebody. Oh, goodness. Anyways, so I think Scorpios go through basically 3 life changes. I think we start out as a Scorpio, and I think we evolve into the Phoenix, and then I think we evolve into the Eagle, because Scorpio is represented by all three animals. And it's the only sign that's represented by 3 different animals. So that's pretty significant if you ask me. And I have found that talking with other Scorpios that are not on a spiritual journey and that are, they can relate to the transformations or the changes within life, I guess you could say. So, and when I say three like changes, I don't exactly mean like you're this person and then you're this person and you're this person. What have I done? I don't mean it like that. I mean like you evolve into a new version of the old. Yeah, I think that's how I really want to say that. So in the beginning, when we're in our first journey of life as a Scorpio, I think it's all about jealousy and getting exactly what you want at whatever cost that look like. Maybe it's about being secretive and not necessarily lying, but not revealing yourself or your true to other people. I think it's about being vengeful when you're angered by something or angry at someone. I think being in the Scorpio energy is like intense, like an intensity, but intensely using the power in the wrong way. And sometimes that could lead people into a darkness where they might fall into some dark practices, like some dark magic stuff. I don't even like to put magic and dark in the same sentence because I don't like dark magic. I think we only have good magic. I think when people put dark magic together, I think it's more dark energy, even though, I guess maybe I need to rethink that. Well, anyways, I like to think as magic is good and beautiful, so I'm not going to put dark and magic together. So anyways, being in the Scorpio realm, it's like, hiding your feelings and not trusting people and always thinking someone's out to get you and, not revealing who you are authentically either. It's like you're hiding from people. You're hiding your true self from people. You're hiding your feelings from people. And people will often say about Scorpios, they're like, they only know little bits and pieces about them because when you're in the Scorpio energy, you don't really reveal a lot to people unless they've earned your trust. And once they're in your circle of trust, that's when you open the gates and you tell them vulnerable things and really hiding from them anymore. And your the walls that you've built around your heart, you kind of chisel that away a little bit so they can see a little bit, because you want them to stay, or you want people to see you just a little bit. So the next phase, I think, goes into like the phoenix. So the phoenix is the rise from the ashes type, like that, Scorpio birth and death, and then the death is the rise of the phoenix from the ashes. And so I think when you get to the phoenix phase of life, the phoenix energy in your life, I think it's about learning to be smarter. Not to say that Scorpios aren't smart. I mean, in a way that you're using your energy smarter. And you're starting to forgive yourself a little bit. You're starting to forgive other people a little bit. So you let more people in, and you put yourself out there a little bit more, and the vulnerability is a little bit more. And it's like you're starting to show a little more passion out there, and like you've let the walls come down around your heart, because now you're open to more experiences, because you've already been on the lower side of that. And I think when you're in the phoenix stage, you really start searching for like the true meaning of life, and what you're really here for, and what your purpose is, and like starting to maybe align with your purpose. I feel like that's what a lot of people do in this like middle stage. And it's almost like you're in that stage of, you want to forgive people. You want to forgive people that have hurt you, and you want to forgive yourself for the things that you've done, and you want to forgive yourself for your own bullshit, and you want to own it, basically, so you can like let it go, because you've been holding this stuff for a lifetime already. So once you get through that phoenix part, I think that's when the eagle rises. And when your eagle inside, like the inner eagle in you rises, is when so when you've transitioned from the phoenix to the eagle, it's like now you are a truth seeker. Like, you're always been a truth seeker, but now you really, really want to know why everything is the way it is. Why are you here? Why are they here? Why did we do this? Why did I go through this? But you're not angry anymore, and you're not holding a grudge anymore, and you're not being vindictive anymore. All those questions of why have turned into gratitude. I went through this. I don't know why I went through this, but I'm grateful that I went through this, because now I'm such a better person for this. The eagle is the highest, can see all. And when you get to the eagle stage, you are very intuitive to not only your own intuition, but to others. It's like you already know. When you meet somebody, before you even shake their hand or get within 5 feet, you already know things about this person. And that in itself will guide you to what comes next with these people. Because remember, you already busted those walls down when you were in Phoenix stage. So now that your heart is open, your mind is open, because you're able to see now, and you can read their energy before you meet them. You already know that you're not going to let yourself get vulnerable to these people, because you can see them, if you know what I mean. Some of you will know what I mean. You've become such a deep diver. I love the word deep diver, because I have been a deep diver my whole life. Even though I've went through the stages of Scorpio, I've always wanted to know everything about everything. And when there's something I want to know, I dive in the deep end, and I figure it out, and I look for the information. And because if I research, that means if I say something out in public or put something out there, it's because I've researched it. If it's something, that you learn. But intuition, I'm a deep diver in intuition too, because when I get something, I'm like, okay, now I need to put these puzzle pieces together. So I'll literally wait until I see a sign or a trigger. I'm like, yep, that's it. So that's when I know that I have my truth and I speak it. And I think that's the way all Scorpios are once you've evolved out of the other two stages. When you're in that last in eagle stage, because you're up high. You're up high. I'm not saying you're better than anybody else by no means. I'm saying you have let your energy rise. So now you don't really have any anger. Of course things make you mad still. I mean, you're still human, but you're so much more transparent, because now people can see you. They can see you. They can see your energy. And either people will be completely attracted to you and drawn to that energy, or they won't. And the people that won't, that's okay. That's okay. Let those people go. The people that don't or won't don't understand you. So that is very difficult for Scorpios to know. This is why I'm doing a longer video for Scorpio, because Scorpio is a very hard sign anyways. And I had these questions. I wish I had had a video like this about 15 years ago. I would have understood so much more about myself. So once you're in this eagle position, your loyalty becomes that much more greater. You're loyal as a Scorpio, but a lot of Scorpios will be vindictive and, check out the other side. But as you grow and evolve, that loyalty is loyal to the bone. If somebody does something to you, you'll just check out. There is no vindictiveness anymore. That's how you know you've evolved as a Scorpio, is when you have no desire to retaliate against somebody. And believing in yourself comes when you're at that eagle position. And that's when the magic happens. That's why I like magic being in the light and magic being a beautiful word, because once you find that in Scorpio, in yourself, that eagle energy, the magic comes out. Because then you're confident in who you are. You know who you are. You knew who you were then, but you didn't know how to get there. You didn't know how to express yourself to get there. When you're so when we're going through the zodiac, I'm going to throw this in here. That way you guys understand this a little bit. We started Aries, and each sign prepares us for the next sign. So, Aries is our ego, our soul, our identity, so Aries teaches us those things. And then you go to the Gemini. And then Taurus, Taurus teaches us about who we are, who we want, what makes us comfortable. Do we love ourselves? Or, Taurus teaches us about our values. And then we get to Geminis. And Geminis teaches us how we communicate with people, how we express ourselves, and how do we learn from each other. How do I learn this from the internet or this book? It's about how we connect our mind. It's about our mind. And then, you get to Cancer, and it's about how we grew up and what our roots are and what makes us feel comfortable and what makes us feel where we feel love and security. And so, and each one of these signs teaches us to go to the next sign. It gives us, your toolbox. These are tools that you're putting in your toolbox because you're going to need those. And so when we get to Leo is all about our heart space and our love and our passion and our inner child and, our creativity. And it's like going back to the second grade, and when you get to plant the little plants in the milk cartons and go outside and be creative and get the paint out. And that is the Leo, because Leos just want to be, they want to teach us to live in our heart space, and not take everything so seriously, but at the same time, be serious. You know what I mean? So then when we get into the Virgos are teaching us, how to be in our daily lives in our purest way, like in our most what's the word I'm looking for? Organized and like how we took each thing and like how we're going to go into our daily lives and structure our daily lives. And then when we get that takes us into Libra, and then Libra is all about love, peace, and harmony. It's about finding love, peace, and harmony through relationships and our one-on-one connections with people. So when we get to Scorpio, we have this toolbox of tools that has got us to Scorpio, which starts dealing with the dark side of the world. You know what I mean? Like the darkness of the world. So when we get to Scorpio, we're learning how to deal with the inner parts of us, the inner truth, our inner desires, our inner wants, our inner sexual desires and needs, and how we commit to others using all those tools that we learned. So when we get to Scorpio, it's like Scorpio is a very important sign, because this is where you flip from learning self to relationships and to being who you are, like who you authentically are. So when we get here, it's like learning your raw, passionate, authentic truth through all of those signs. And then, so I'll just go ahead and take this on around since we got this far. So then we take all of this knowledge and all of this knowing and this inner truth and this inner desires, and we go into Sagittarius. And Sagittarius teaches us that, our belief systems, what our belief systems are, and our higher mind. And Sagittarius gives us the tools to expand our minds and expand our worlds and our faith in what we find faith in, and our belief systems, and our, do we want to, travel the world? Do we want to, and this is what builds. Each one builds on top of each other. And then we go into Capricorn, and Capricorn's about structure and work. And because you've learned how to do all these things, now you're learning how to really, really go for what you want. Your social, how you want to be socially. And like you really want to achieve. And this is how you get there. And that's what Capricorn's about, is structure to get to the highest point of the mountain. Capricorn teaches us to climb as high as we can go. I mean, as high as you can go. And then when you get to Aquarius is the humanitarian side. It's about giving and being who you are, giving to yourself and finding your own personal freedom, and also giving back to your community and to these groups that you're in and these social circles in your communities and such. And Aquarius is all about you know who you are, you learned who you are in relationships, you learned who you are in your work. Now, who are you individually, but within groups and all of that? So it's almost like, do you know what your freedom, do you know how to find your own freedom? Do you know how to find your humanitarian inside? Do you know how to be a giver? And so when you get to Pisces is all about just the one love. It's about, it's truly about, I want to sum this up easy because it's really just pouring all of that into one. It's about a one love. Pisces energy teaches you one love, and you're to be spiritual in that. They used to say back in the day, what was that saying? My brain is not clicking right now. Anyways, so it's about just that one connectedness with your heart and your love and spirit. and you know, to the divine. It's that one love to divine and yourself and this world you've created. So that's how we take these tools in our toolbox and we learn and we evolve and we become better people once we know these things about ourselves. So take this video, and maybe you need to watch it again and just really think about how you went through these. You know, and you can even take the zodiac and you can break it down. You know, like when you go through Aries through, you know, Libra, you can pretty much imagine you're like at birth, you know, your birth point, to when you're dating people, because you go through your cycle of learning who you are till you get to the relationship side. And so now you're dating, you're in the dating world, whatever age that is. And then, you know, from your dating world is through the end of your life. It's that one love back to spirit. So I hope you guys like this video, and subscribe and hit the notifications button. Also go to my Facebook page and subscribe there. And I'll be back next week. I hope you guys check out the full moon video. And I guess that's it for now. So I love you all. Thank you for supporting me and coming to my pages and watching my videos. And the more watch time I get, the more followers I get to go live on YouTube. I got a long ways to go, but we're going to get there. So just stay with me. Stay with me. Be patient. We're going to get there. I love you all, and I will catch you later.